guys, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press the like button and please do subscribe. Alexa, what's the time, please? It's 12:34 p.m. It is a lovely Sunday. The sun has come out here in Rochester, but I am not going to any celebrations today. I'm standing firm and I'm standing my ground, and I don't feel happy, and I'm not going to join any celebrations today. I don't feel like it, and I'm not going to. While there's people out there that are genuinely hungry, there are homeless, there are people struggling to pay bills, the NHS dentistry is in a dire state. People are having to pull their own teeth out and use painkillers to stop the pain. We haven't got a decent dentist service. You know, people are waiting hours for ambulances to come out. The police are totally useless. I was verbally abused, and that's contributed to this as well. I was verbally abused, and the police didn't deem it necessary to come out at all, or to help comfort me or anything. So I know where I stand, and a lot of other people do as well, know where they stand. So if the Royals, if someone needs help, they get it immediately. All those police, all their time and energy was spent up in London, while people were probably in dire straits in other places and parts of the country, not able to get a police officer out to them. I'm sick and tired of the state of this country, and the poor suffering, and the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. I'm not interested. I can't wait till this bank holiday is over and I can continue back to my normal life on Tuesday. Had Diana been alive, I don't know how she would have felt with Charles and Camilla, like how she would have coped with the feelings. But I think she would have been happy with Dodie had they both been alive, and they would have got on with things and got on with their lives together. But because Diana is dead, people are obviously remembering Diana, and it's heartbreaking what's going on. It's heart-wrenching. You know, I'm going to say it, what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking, had Diana been alive and not with Dodie, she would have been crushed. She would have absolutely felt crushed and torn to pieces. With all the pomp and the glamour and all the... because she was cast out of the royal family, wasn't she? She didn't have she had her HRH taken away for doing less. I mean, look at Prince Andrew, what he's done. He's still HRH Prince Andrew. But they took Diana's title away when she got divorced from, as he was then, Prince Charles. He's King Charles now. She would have been absolutely crushed. She would have felt awful. Obviously she's gone from us, and people are thinking what a wonderful queen Princess Diana would have made. And of course they've got to glamorise it, pomp it up, make it out to be more than it was, stuffed in our face, stuffed in the newspapers. I'm just sick of it. Sick of it. Queen Elizabeth I could accept. Queen Elizabeth ruled this country with dignity, and there wasn't... What's going on now in this world is like the devil's been unleashed and everything's bad, and the devil's not tempting me. I'm sorry, he's not. You take all your money, you spend all your money and lose everything. I'm not being tempted by all this pompery. I'm not interested. So earlier on I took Max out for a walk across the Rochester Riverside field, like I do every day. It's no different. The Royals have their special parties, their tea parties, their special days. My day is the same, 7 days a week, taking the dog out for a walk, coming back to my flat, watching the TV or whatever. Right? I was getting back on my feet. This was meant to crush, and it does feel like you're crushed. If you're on your own and you've got no one to celebrate it with, you can't afford to go up to London anyway. It just, with what happened 2 days ago with my mum saying I was guilty of something, it's just crushed me. I feel crushed. I feel really, really pissed off. That is the words, pissed off. So I threw some rubbish out. Next door's dog, the dachshund, was barking on the balcony loudly. There was a load of flies buzzing about downstairs. When I went out, there was no like red carpet, there was no nice smells. I went down to put the rubbish into the bin and there was about 50 flies arching over me. Where the dogs shit downstairs, flies hover around shit and piss. So when I now go out of my the communal door, there's about 50 flies hovering about. So you don't walk through an arch full of roses, you've got about 50 flies hovering over you. So the lady next door went out to throw her rubbish out and leaving the dachshund to bark on the balcony. So it barked about 50 times. She came back upstairs, slammed the door, and I thought, right, I've got to take the dog out. So I took the dog out for a walk. And I bumped into Charlie. I bumped into that guy called Charlie. We had a quick chat. Then I took Max for a walk around the fields. It was absolutely packed with couples, men walking dogs, females walking dogs, couples walking dogs. The grass was wet. I got my socks and my legs wet. And then I walked home into my flat. It's been very quiet lately. There's no noise and no trouble, which is brilliant. Fantastic for that. That's fantastic. No trouble from upstairs whatsoever. None. He's out most of the time. I don't hardly see him. He's out all day, 7 days a week. He comes home at night, but he's out 7 days a week. He's not up there. Just heard dog barking this morning. Came back from walking Max, and then I just nipped into the co-op. I'm just going to have a sandwich today, a sandwich and a drink. And I'm going to sit indoors and listen to music and just do what I did yesterday. I don't want to spend more money than I've got. I don't want to stuff my face full of fucking food. I don't want ice creams, lollies and shit. If I had children, don't get me wrong, if I'd have had small kids or a large family, yes, I probably would have gone out because they would have wanted to go out, but I'm on my own. I live by myself. And my dad's dead, my sister's dead, my brother's dead, and my mum is elderly and she won't go anywhere. She refuses to go anywhere. So it's just me. And I'm sick and tired of it. I don't mind. I honestly don't mind going everywhere by myself. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind it at all. But you can't turn around to someone and say, oh, look at that over there, or look at that, oh, isn't that nice? You've just got to keep quiet. get monotonous at times, and you drag yourself out to watch other people enjoying themselves when you're sat there by yourself. I don't mind going out to the seaside by myself and taking Max, right, and enjoying the sea sat by myself. But I mean, when you're going to a party, or you're going to like a do, and you're a single person just walking in there by yourself and everyone's holding hands, I just don't feel like doing that. Because I went to the Queen's Jubilee last year. My son took me in his car. My son did, because I'm single. I don't have a partner. I'm divorced, and I'm a single woman. So my son took me to London last year. He now lives in London himself. So I don't know whether he saw the King and Queen, but I didn't, because I wasn't in London. I don't live there. So I went into the Co-op, and Kim was serving, and also a lad called David, a coloured young man called David was on duty. And Kim was talking to David. Kim then went out to the back, and this young man came in with curly hair, and he was getting impatient because no one was behind the counter. So he shouted. Kim came out to serve him, and then Kim served me. And I got a lunch to eat indoors. I've got some salmon and prawn sushi. The snack was a Scotch egg, and I have some Invigorate Innocent kiwi, cucumber, apple, matcha and flax seeds with vitamins drink. I also got my usual Nescafe coffee, and I got myself a Danish custard crown. I just think it's making a mockery of Princess Diana, all this hullabaloo. I mean, you have never, let's face facts, King Charles is the oldest person to get on the throne. He's 74, he's 75 this year. And a lot of people are saying, well, why didn't they let William and Kate go on the throne? Because William and Kate are in their 40s. So I just think it's greed. It's greed. Poor Princess Di. And they're all in the newspapers. The paparazzi hounded Princess Diana. They hounded her. And these two, they're lapping up all the paparazzi attention, aren't they? Lapping it up. Lapping it up. Lapping it up. And they forced Diana off out of the royal family. They forced her out of it. And she lost everything, even security. And because there was lack of security, there was a crash in the tunnel. If she'd have had proper security like these had yesterday, she may not have had that car crash. But I'm just saying what I think. I think that it's greed, and I think they were jealous of Diana. And I also think, yes, she made mistakes, but she was sorry for it. She didn't deserve to have her HRH taken off of her. And she didn't deserve to get a paltry amount of money when they're raking in it. Absolutely raking in money. People are starving on the streets. The crown's full of jewels. And how much did that cost yesterday? The taxpayer, how much did that cost? It's an insult. I feel that it's an insult. I feel, these are my personal opinions. I don't expect other people to agree with them or whatever. I'm just saying how I feel right now. I'm shocked about how much money has been spent while people are starving. Yes, I have picked up the newspaper because I like to read what's going on in the world apart from what happened yesterday. I think what happened to Diana was disgusting. I think even in Diana's death, they're mocking Diana. They're saying, "Look at us," you know. Do you know that woman suffered an immense amount of pain? Diana did, an immense amount. She had her title taken away. She lost her children to Camilla when she died, and she also, when she was divorced, wasn't allowed to have her children full time. That woman took absolutely everything off Diana, and Charles and Camilla knew that they loved each other and they were having secret liaisons before Diana became the Princess of Wales. They put Diana through that knowing that they loved each other. And I think that's disgusting. And now they're smug, aren't they? They're smug. Smug. And, yeah, Diana would have said, right, you know, I'm going to carry on, you carry on, I'll carry on. And she probably would have ended up marrying Dodi Fayed. But I don't condone what those two did to Diana. And I don't condone what they're doing now. And they're wearing Diana's jewellery, the royal family are, some of them. They're wearing Diana's jewellery. What I want to know is why some people are taking the piss out of Princess Diana when she's supposedly dead. That's what I want to know. People are protesting. They're saying he's not my king. Does he deserve to be king? That's the question. The Queen did not say Camilla was to be queen. She said she was to be queen consort. But when the Queen passed away, everything went out the window, didn't it? And everybody's doing what they want to do. They're not doing what the Queen said because the Queen's gone. And when the Queen was ruling this country, it was not in a dire, disgusting state as it is now. And the devil does not rule me. The devil doesn't tell me what to do. And I will not be tempted by the devil either. And I don't care if people think I'm mad what I'm saying. We are entitled to free speech in this country. And you don't, you know, to me the royals are just pomp and glamour. And it's the government that rules the country. The government that tells the royals what to do. That's in my opinion. And they just dress up and waste a lot of money for nothing. That's my opinion. Now I'm going to get on with the rest of my day. I'm not celebrating this. I was going to, but I've just changed my mind. See you later.